Hello YouTube! We are back for another kiln opening video, and I think I'm going to combine two kiln openings in this video because most of what I have in here is planters. Actually, I think that might be the only thing that's in here right now. So I decided just to kind of combine this kiln load and the one that I will be loading up into one video since there's nothing too terribly exciting in this kiln. I am on the very tail end of the wholesale order, and so I am hoping that this, after I unload this, I can load it up with the rest of the glazeware for this wholesale order. That'll be the last of it. And I'm hoping that I will have a little bit of room left to add in a few of my own things that have been sitting bisqued and not glazed. So that way there's a little something exciting to look forward to at the bottom of the kiln, because I'm pretty done looking at planters, not gonna lie. But let's go ahead and unload this because there is still some fun ones in here. So let's get started. So first up, I have carved planters, and they're in sets of 10, and I have like 5 different designs, so 2 of each for the most part. And so I have just a nice line carving on that one, and these are done in the blush. This is my favorite, which is the geometric, which is just lots of fun, pretty lines. And we've got this, oh, okay, maybe this one's my favorite. This is the raindrop pattern, which I just love. There's something simplistic and minimal about it. I love this one. And we have this top carved one, which are just some simple lines coming down, dripping from the top. And then finally, this one, which is kind of like a, I don't know, like every third line, like repeats. So I'll just spin it around so you can kind of see the design on that one. This one takes a little bit more brain power for me to do for some reason, even though it's not terribly complicated. But so I have those in blush, and then I have them in the Seattle fog as well, which is the gray. So I'm going to get to unloading all of these. I also have just a few like oddball ones, ones that didn't come out correctly in the last firing or the firing before, and so just needed a few makeup items. So there's just like one of this, one of this. So I think this is it. There might be a couple more makeup items, so just some oddball ones tucked in there. Oh, these are just so stinking cute. Okay, so a lot of you replied to the last kiln unloading video that the rounded version of this glaze looked like quail eggs. Thank you. That's the bird I was looking for. But these in the modern shape are still just so stinking cute. So lots of these to unload. Lots more modern 2-inch, and these are in the desert rose glaze. So lots of those behind me as well. And we have little roundy 2-inch in the Seattle fog. And mini roundy 2-inch with the classic white. And now we've got some 4-inch swirl planters, and I have the classic white here as well as, I guess you can't see it. I have 2 of the blush, which was just to finish out some ones that I hadn't finished yet of the other set. If you remember from the, I think it was, gosh, the very first kiln opening video that I did, I had these planters in them, but we had it chipping all around the edge, and so I just didn't even risk it to use the same glaze, which is normally a dipping glaze. Instead, I took a lot more time and used my brush-on glaze, just because I really needed to get this order done and didn't feel like having something else happen to these and having to make them for a third time. So I'm still going to run a test on that white glaze, the white dipping, to see if there was something fluke wrong with the bisque on those planters or if it is the glaze itself, which is kind of more what I'm leaning towards. But anyhow, they're out, they're pretty, and no chipping. The last of what is in there and on the top is some 4-inch classic shaped in Seattle Fog. And then we've got some mini swirls in blush. And so I'm going to finish unloading these and then get a count. All right, guys, in total, this has been now the largest kiln glaze opening so far at 144 pots in this kiln. Holy moly's, I'm not gonna lie, I counted twice because I was like, there's no way. Like our last kiln opening was I think 126, and that was a big one. Like it generally is between like 65 and 75 pieces per kiln load. But obviously lots of mini planters in here, so we're able to squeeze a lot in. And yeah, I just have so much glazeware that there was not an inch spared in the kiln. So 144 big kiln load, and still one more to go for this order. So like I said, I'm gonna compile them into the same video. So hold on one second and we will get to our next kiln opening. Hello YouTube, we are back for our favorite 8 glaze kiln unloading, and I'm a little excited about this one because it contains the last of the planters for my largest wholesale order yet. You can't see it, but there are stacks and stacks of boxes beside me full of planters ready to go. There's the last of them in here. But just to give me like a little bit of something else to look forward to in this kiln load, I decided to put some stuff on top and bottom to break up the planters. So let's go ahead and get unloading. All right, so first up I have a berry bowl, and this is in the lagoon, and I fired to a cone 6, which generally when I fire to a cone 6 it gets to a hot 6. So it pulled out a little bit of blue in it too, which I don't mind. Very pretty. This is for a gal in our Bible study. She has to have a berry bowl, and she's the sweetest gal ever. She makes cakes for all the kids in the Bible study for their birthdays. And so, of course, when she asked for a berry bowl, I was like, of course you can have a berry bowl. So, berry bowl for Miss Karen. And okay, I've been working on these ones for a while, designing them, so I hope that they come out okay. But this is the first of the personal tea sets that I have been working on. This is a narrower form, which I feel like I might like a little bit wider so then it doesn't stack so tall, which I have another wider one in here. So this is the first. And it looks like my lid probably warped. I'll have to see if I can grind anything down to get it to fit. But the thought is that everything stacks like so to store. And then when you want your tea, you can take your cup off and keep your tea warm on the little tea light warmer. And like I said, this one, oh no, it looks like it's got a little baby crack underneath the handle there too. So I may have to scrap this one, but that's okay. That is okay. It happens to the best of us. Okay, let's try this second set. So this one, like I said, is a little bit wider and shorter. So you can see like the difference in the teacups. So let's see if this one stacks well. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, see if this lid works. Oh, thank goodness. Oh yeah, that's a good fit. Okay, so yay! First personal tea set. Oh my gosh, that's cute. I like it. Aww. So now this can sit up on the shelf, and then you can just disassemble to drink your tea, and this will help to keep your tea warm because I really hate cold tea, but like I'm the only one that drinks it, so I don't need a big teapot. But this will essentially give me 2 cups of tea, and it can stay warm on the tea light candle. So I like it. One success, one fail, but it's getting there. I like it. Okay, I've got a couple of mini thumbprint tumblers. These are a custom order from one of my customers. And so they're a nice little size, which is what she wanted. And I can already see that the black copper ones are going to be stuck to the kiln shelf. I really tried to, oh man, I wanted them to be like the glaze to be a little bit thicker, so I did 3 coats instead of 2. But then I forgot I was firing to a cone 6, which this glaze really runs at a 6. So I don't even know. I'm trying to get them off. I may have to chip them off the shelf. Okay, so we'll move on. I didn't like behead a polar bear. Okay, I didn't. It's a little test piece because I am making a little polar bear and I wanted to see how to glaze it because I wanted like, you know, they like have like a little bit of color on like their paws and their face. So I wanted to do like a little bit of black undertone. So I was playing around with that. So this is kind of like my little test piece to decide how I'm going to glaze them. Oops. Okay, so these are a fail. We'll have to chip them off. Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay, we'll try these again. All right, I've got a couple of test shot glasses in 2 different glazes. And when I grabbed these, I thought I grabbed a brown clay and a red clay shot glass. And I was like, man, these seem like really similar, but pretty sure I'm grabbing the right ones. Lo and behold, I didn't. They're all brown. There's supposed to be a red and a brown, but anyhow, test shot glasses. The brown is extra tested. Yeah. Okay. So, as predicted, it was a very hot 6. We're going, oh, we're inching into the 7 here. So, that would be the reason that the tumblers ran onto the kiln shelf because that glaze really does not like to get too hot. So, yes, here's our cones. Hot cone 6. We're going to unload some planters now. I will show them to you as I bring them out. I think I have all white here. And these are some of the carved designs. And then it looks like I've got some roundies. So I'm going to go ahead and finish unloading these. Oh my word. Oh, that's a nice weight. Oh yeah, she knows what she's doing. Okay. If you're into pottery, you get it. Nobody likes clunky bowls. Okay. Look at this pasta bowl set. I'm loving it. We've got the classic white with this speckled, gorgeous line down it. Oh my gosh, in all the bowls. And I love this shape. I love a nice flare for pasta bowls so that you can get the sauce evenly over all of it. Oh, my word. Oof, yes. Okay. And then we got the Big Mama pasta bowl. So, there we go. Oh my gosh, I love these. These will be going to my upcoming market. I'm going to be at the Arlington Street Fair. I believe it's the 1st or 2nd week of July. I have all the events listed on my website for in-person shopping events and Make a Pot, which will be coming up in August. So that's it for this kiln load. I'm super happy with this. Few fails. It happens, it's pottery. That will never change. So I'm gonna count these up and then get you a number. Okay, so that is 39 pieces in this kiln load, which I think is my smallest kiln load of this year. So I think we had back to back the biggest kiln load and the smallest. So yeah, and that's not including the pieces that were fails. So just counting completed pieces. So that is it for today's kiln unload. And I hope that you stick around because there will always be more kiln openings. So stick around, subscribe, and have a great day. Bye.